All right, so hello everyone. We're the Gormleys. This is Chloe, Courtney, Cassie, Kayla, and today we're going to talk about neighbor, being a good neighbor, and what a good neighbor we think is. And since Kayla's the oldest, what are you, 30?
I'm 26.
26. So tell us, how many neighbors have you had?
I've had a lot of neighbors, and in San Jose, I think we've had 6 different houses. That means at least 2 neighbors per house. That's
And
a dozen, upwards of a dozen.
Chloe's had maybe 2 neighbors.
No.
But I think, honestly, probably the best.
Yeah, I've had a good life.
Okay.
As opposed to ours.
Okay. So what we're going to do today is we each drew a picture of who we think was a good neighbor to us personally. And so we're going to show the picture and then try and guess what house that was or who that neighbor was. And then you tell us why you thought they were a good neighbor to you.
My good neighbor is
Mama Donna.
Mama Donna.
Pretty good drawing.
Mama Donna was a good neighbor because she took care of us a lot whenever mom and dad weren't around.
Disclaimer, mom and dad were always busy at church.
And especially during the time when it was just me, Carlo, and Louise. I was in 7th grade and I didn't know how to cook a lot. So Mama Donna would be there a lot to help out and give me food so that I wouldn't have to cook whenever I was taking care of the kids.
He's our Mama Donna. Okay, next. Good one, Chloe.
There are neighbors who would have those fireworks, because we do, for New Year's, we do fireworks, but they would go insanely
Crazy.
overboard to drive the spirits away. They weren't pretty.
They were just loud.
The purpose was just to drive the evil spirits away with the loudness. And for being really bad neighbors, they would just give everyone else fruit baskets to be like, don't call the cops on us. Here you go. Here's a fruit basket. I think I just think it was cool that they acknowledged that they were a little loud and made up for it.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. As bad as they were, we did receive a fruit basket
Yeah, and they
every
were
year.
nice. They were
Every
nice.
year.
Whenever they talked to us.
Yeah.
So mine is obviously the best drawing.
Titas.
The titas.
So we call them the titas. We had the best neighbors at our dorm, the titas. They took care of this store, the triplet store, because they were grandma's triplets. And honestly, I couldn't not put them just because they helped me out so much. Because in all 5 years of me being at college, I never had a key to the gate.
Oh yeah.
Never. So every time I went home, every single day for the past 5 years, I would ask them for the key, open the gate, give back the key to them. That went on every day for 5 years. And whenever I was hungry and I didn't want to spend money, I would just go over to their house and they would feed me. And remember the time where I got chased by the motorcycles?
Yeah.
After I got chased by motorcycles at 4 a.m. on my way to training, they gave me a bodyguard, a tanod. So he would walk me to the gate of UST every morning for the remainder of that semester. Did you know
I
that?
didn't know that.
Yeah, they're so sweet.
So you can tell that there's 4 of us already. This is Kuya Mac.
Max.
Mac. Just Mac. Like M-A-C-K, Mac.
Oh, okay.
And we used to lock ourselves out of our house after church. So at nighttime, we would come home and we wouldn't be able to get into the house. And Kuya Mac would always open the door through my room, my bedroom. He was always there for us no matter what time of day it was. I was a really self-conscious kid, and there were kids that used to live around our house, and I would never play with them, but he would sometimes bring them over and I would interact with them one-on-one, because if there was a lot of them and I was getting stared at or something, he understood that, she can't do that. So he would introduce them to me, let us play at the playground equipment beside his house, just make ways for us to be able to interact and feel like we really belonged.
So Kuya Mac, the titas, fruit basket,
Fruit basket neighbors.
and Mama Donna. I think the common thread is being helpful. Except maybe you.
Thoughtful.
Thoughtful.
Very
Okay.
thoughtful.
So helpful and thoughtful. Those are who
Yes.
we showed as being good neighbors.